years history. For Chinese citizens, we are also familiar with dates because of the reform and opening up. The dates has entered into Chinese market. So we Chinese people also know about the dates. But behind the dates, there are also history and culture. Maybe you are not so familiar with. So today you can follow me and I will show you a tool on the dates. Firstly, I would like to briefly introduce the history of Liwa Date Festival, which was started in 2005, and this year marks the 50th festival. And it is the largest date festival in UAE, because in the UAE, between July and September are the harvest months for dates. That's why they are holding this festival during these months. And this festival is to encourage the people to improve the quality and the quantity of the dates. And later on, we will see some demonstrations, and some of the dates are for competition. Meanwhile, the organizer wants to raise the awareness of dates, raise the heritage of dates, so they are holding this festival. Some netizens may wonder why this largest festival is being held in Liwa. Maybe Chinese netizens know Dubai and Abu Dhabi, which are the metropolitans, but Liwa also has a position in UAE. It is located at the 200 kilometers southwest to Abu Dhabi. And basically, Liwa is an oasis, and it is the largest oasis in Arabian Peninsula. Meanwhile, it has abundant resources, generally speaking. And between Dubai and Liwa, there is a long distance of desert. So after driving for 3 to 4 hours, you can see something different. The desert disappeared, and what's in front of you is the city. From very early years, Liwa was famous for the high-quality dates. In ancient times, people live in desert no matter how harsh their life was. They will prepare the best dates at home for the guests, together with lamb or other meat to treat their guests. And this is also the Arabian tradition. While treating the guests, if you take some dates, this also shows the hospitality of the hosts. There are two goals for setting this festival in Liwa. Firstly, this is a famous place for the production of dates. Okay, sorry for the technical problems. Is it getting better? And the next goal is the second goal for holding this festival in Liwa is because the organizers want to create a hotspot tourist place. Speaking of dates, local people call it the desert bread. But for us, we know that it tastes sweet. But why? Because it has a very high concentrated sugar content, and it is nutritious, which includes very necessary vitamins of the people, and also like phosphorus and other mineral resources. That's why this is also called one of the most nutritious fruits in the world. It also has very low fat. According to the scientists, every day if you take 6 dates, and then you can survive for the whole day. There are various kinds of dates. According to the scientific research and development, in UAE, there are at least 120 types of dates. And according to different standards and different stages of the dates, local people divide them into different categories, and they name them in different ways. And we can see these names of the dates. They have different names. And you can see their sizes, their colors are different. We can tell the difference. Dabas is the most popular date here. It means the sweet candy. And it's mixed with yellow and brown. Dates are the food. It also has various functions. Dates can also cure illness because it has some fiber. And while there is a lack of some necessary elements in the body, it can help you adapt to that. And it can help you digest some elements, like the Fe elements. And it can also help release the poisonous elements in your body. It can also help improve the sleeping quality and help maintain a healthy heart, and also maintain a steady pace of the heart beating. But because some reasons, you cannot take too many dates per day. According to the scientists, 7 dates per day are enough because it has the sugar content. It may increase your blood. Blood sugar. So, what are the positions of the dates in ancient Arab? In ancient times, in coastline areas, when people went fishing or went traveling in the desert, they preserved the dates, which are the best food for them. And they also take some camel milk with the dates. And the dates in the leaves of the palm trees can be preserved for many days. And while taking them with the camel milk, it will be very nutritious. So, although the condition, the environment is quite harsh in desert, but the people are still very healthy. So you can see how nutritious the dates are. For the market price of the date, it's about 40 dirham to 60 dirham per kilograms, which means 80 to 100 yuan. Locally, if you import the dates from Saudi Arabia, some may be 500 yuan per kilogram. But for the cheapest one, it may only be 30 yuan per kilogram. And here, most of the dates are from the local markets or imported from Saudi Arabia. UAE is the third largest country for exporting dates, and they export the dates from Bangladesh, to Indonesia, to Oman. But at the same time, they also import dates from other countries, mainly Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Tunisia. Why they import dates from these countries? Because these countries have different kinds of dates which can meet the demands of the customers. If you want to make them into other products, you can also find them in the market, such as the cakes or bread or the jam and ice cream. And now you can see the processed food. These are also made of the dates. In front of us are the dates with nuts. These are also food made by the dates. Dear viewers, good evening. I'm now at the western city Liwa of Abu Dhabi, and I'm now at the 2019 Liwa Date Festival. This year marks the 50th festival, and Liwa is famous for the hometown to date. It cultivates the high-quality dates. In front of us are the various kinds of food made by dates. After different process, the dates can be preserved for a certain time, so which are convenient to transport or to export. Actually, dates is the fruits of the palm tree in the desert. Why it is called palm date? Some people may ask, because it is kind of a shrub. And the conditions for this palm tree is quite harsh and extreme. Because in this region, most of the areas are desert, but this palm tree has strong abilities to survive. Its root lies underground, just below the desert, but it can absorb water. And some people may ask, I went to some Middle East countries, and I found that they also use these palm trees to make the green environment in the city. But why these palm trees have no fruits? Because the palm trees also has a gender difference. Some of them are female, some of them are male. The male trees cannot cultivate fruits. Palm trees are also the treasure, because they can be the resources to make handicrafts. That's why in the tradition of Arab, palm trees are so important. They also call palm trees the happy tree. So we can see how they value and appreciate their palm trees. And now let's take a look at this demonstration area. These are all handicrafts made by palm trees. In front of us are some bowls, and these are made of the palm tree's wood, and they are handmade. And these are all the utensils made by palm trees. In ancient times, Arabian people use pillars to build up the houses. And these pillars are also from the palm trees. And they also take use of the leaves of the palm trees. The leaves can make the tent. And the branches of the palm trees can also be made into baskets. And now we can see this area. These are the baskets which can hold things or transport dates or to preserve food. Apart from this, other dishes or the mattress and these small things are also made of the palm trees. The branches of the palm trees can even be made into the cages of fishing, and also the brushes, and also the bags. And the wood from the palm trees can also be made into the perfume, spice, and soap. That's why palm trees are called the treasury of the desert. And these are the areas for the handicrafts. All these local-made handicrafts can be hardly found in the supermarket of UAE, but here in Liwa, it can attract tourists because it has the sense of the art. It can also be used in daily life. And next, let's take a look at how to plant the palm trees. Because in different areas of UAE, they have oases. They can plant palm trees. And these are all the Emirates of UAE. And currently in UAE, there are 44 million palm trees. And they have made the Guinness record by having these 44 million palm trees. And this accounts for 98% of the world's palm trees. So UAE became one of the 10 largest countries to produce dates. And next year, there will be the World Expo in Dubai, and the dates will also bring you a feast for the eyes. Next, let's take a look at the planting of palm trees. This is also the inheritance of dates tradition because they want to make it sustainable. The government enhanced the policy to protect the farmers' profits while they are planting the palm trees. For the concrete measures, some are that they have established the committees of palm trees and research committees. In 2014, they have established a relevant committee which is to spread out the knowledge of palm trees, especially how to protect the palm trees from the pests. And in 2015, in China, The Research Institute and China Arab Dubai Technology Transfer Center signed an agreement to establish the Palm Tree Research Center between China and Arab, so that to offer the technological support to palm trees planting. And there is also the Palm Tree Research Center from UAE University are planning to establish a gene database for palm tree, and they have collected 150 categories. Every year, the organizations help cultivate 60 to 80,000 trees. And from these figures, you can see UAE has already made great efforts to promote the research and the technological development of palm trees and make it to the international community. And we can also see UAE attaches great importance to the traditional agriculture, such as planting the palm trees and cultivating the dates. In particular, they are holding this annual date festival, which also shows their importance, also shows the agriculture's importance. UAE is also an export country for the petrol. While extracting the oil, we also find that for the inner continent of the Arab, they are mainly focusing on the oil and gas. But for the coastline areas, they are mainly relying on the fishing. Dates are also very important in daily life of the people here. The first president of UAE once said, Liwa Date Festival can help maintain the heritage and history of the dates, which helps preserve the culture and history of palm trees and dates. And the government is trying to preserve this culture. Palm trees and dates has already become the symbol of UAE culture. And the final goal is to pass on this heritage generation by generation. Dear viewers, good evening. I'm now doing the live broadcasting at Liwa, UAE, and we are now at the scene of Liwa Date Festival. This year marks the 50th Liwa Date Festival. And because dates witness the harvest this month, and they also want to demonstrate the relevant culture of dates here. As you can see, at the scene are the real palm trees. Today, apart from different kinds of dates and the palm trees, there are also relevant products made by palm trees, just like the handicrafts and other fields. And some relevant companies are here for the exhibition. Dear viewers, good evening. I'm now doing the live broadcasting at the western city Liwa of Abu Dhabi. And today's live broadcasting is on the dates, different kinds of dates and processed food of dates, and different kinds of handicrafts made by palm trees. Also, the irrigation, the cultivation of palm trees. Next, because the time is limited, we are almost finished for today. I would like to show you a small clip of video and give you a brief idea and complete idea of this Liwa Date Festival. Thank you very much. I'm CGTN's reporter Sun Jian. I'm at Liwa. Thank you. See you.